The university had honored Pandit Nehru, the architect of modern India, by conferring the honorary degree of D.Litt in 1948. This visit of yours, I hope, would be the beginning of a long and enduring relationship, a relationship that we always had with the Nehru family. I hope you would become the architect of the new millennium India. On behalf of everyone present here, I extend to you a most hearty welcome. I extend a warm welcome to Professor Jaleel, Registrar of BMU, my most beloved students, and all other honored guests today on this beautiful winter morning. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. It is my tremendous pleasure now to request the spiritual leader of our country, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, to enlighten all of us.
Thank you. Salam alaikum. अच्छा, शुरू करने से पहले हिंदी में बोले अंग्रेजी में बोले? ओके, आधा आधा बोलता हूँ, अंग्रेजी में हिंदी में। उर्दू भी थोड़ा मिक्स कर दूंगा। Thank you, Vice Chancellor, and I'd like to welcome all of you to this function. Thank you for coming here to listen to me. Vice Chancellor said that I should give you my vision of India. He also said that I am going to be the architect of the new millennium. I would humbly like to correct Vice Chancellor. I am not going to be the architect. I am not going to be the architect of New India. You are going to be the architect of New India. Architects of New India. All of you, and I say this to pretty much every college or university I go to, all of you are the future of this country. And it makes me very proud when I go to an institution with the type of history that Aligarh Muslim University has. And I speak to the students and listen to them. I'm here partially to tell you what I feel, to tell you what I think about issues. But just as much I'm here to listen to what you feel about issues and what you think about issues. Because it is almost more important in a democracy what you feel. And I am, in a sense, an interpreter of what you feel. The biggest and most important thing, in my view, for students and youngsters in this country is to participate in the future of this country. And the easiest way to participate in the future of this country is through politics. So my secondary goal here is to invite as many of you youngsters to come and join us in this fight or this battle to change the future of this country for the better. Vice Chancellor said that there is a long history that my family shares with this institution. And it is the first time I'm coming here, certainly not going to be the last time. I'd very much like to come back and have an enduring relationship with this institution. Now, I'd like to ask one question. And if you can answer me by raising your hands here. How many people in this room are interested in politics? So about 50% of the people in this room are interested in politics. How many people in this room know how to enter politics? Suppose you want to become an MLA. How many of you know how to do it? Very good. There's nobody in this room who knows how to enter politics. 50% of the people in this room are interested in politics, and nobody, and I see some politicians also in the room, including myself, nobody seems to understand how to enter politics. And that to me is a very big problem. The reason nobody knows how to enter politics is because there is no set procedure to enter politics. You have to know somebody, you have to have some connections, you have to have people you know in the system. If you don't, it's very difficult to enter politics. That is the thing that we are trying to change in the Youth Congress and the NSUI. What we are saying is that the path into politics should be clear and open. And the way we are thinking about making that path clear and open is by democratizing these two institutions, by ensuring that anybody who wants to take part in these institutions can enter freely and then rise in these organizations through democratic elections, through the support of members as opposed to support of senior leaders. That is the change we're trying to do. I often ask, in meetings like this, I often ask a question. I say, okay, we go every 5 years and we have elections and we vote. Why is it that we're allowed to vote in an election every 5 years, but none of our political parties, and I say none, I include the Congress, I include Samajwadi, BSP, BJP, every party in India, none of our political parties is democratic. And that to me is a very big contradiction. We have a completely democratic system, but none of the parties in the system are democratic. And I think if you ask me, what is the one most important thing we need to change in our politics, is that fact. That we need to start thinking about making these organizations democratic and accountable to yourselves. So those are some of the things that I work on and I spend my time doing. I'd now like to ask any of you to state your views. I don't know, is there a mic? Is there a mic? Yeah. To state your views or ask me any questions. If you want to answer in Hindi, ask me the question in Hindi. If you want to answer in English, ask me the question in English. And after that, I'll give you 2 minutes of concluding thoughts.
Good morning, sir.
Please call me Rahul. Sir makes me feel very old.
Good morning, Rahul.
Yeah.
My name is Evan Faraz and I'm from management faculty. My question is that you talked about democratizing institutions and bringing in transparency. What about the control? If I can elaborate my question is, what happened with Mr. Jagdish Tiger and Sajjan Kumar? They apologized to the Sikh community openly. That means they were getting some getting done online. So, if someone from the Youth Congress does something that kind of, and what is the control mechanism for that, which you are working on?
Well, first of all, I'd like to point out one thing. Just because you're a democratic organization doesn't mean you can carry out illegal activities. The idea is participation of everybody in the organization and electing your leaders. Those leaders will have to operate within a ideological and a legal framework that we define. We have very, very simple rules in the Youth Congress and NSUI. The first rule is that anybody who participates in our elections cannot be a criminal. And the second rule is that anybody who participates in our election system cannot be a fundamentalist of any type. So as long as he has views which are all inclusive and